The U.S. Supreme Court extended an order blocking the Trump administration from using a wartime law to send a group of Venezuelans to a notorious Salvadoran prison, faulting the government for not giving the men adequate notice about its deportation plans. For more, we bring in June Grasso. She's Bloomberg News legal analyst, also host of Bloomberg Law. Weeknights at 6 p.m. Wall Street time on Bloomberg Radio. June, you've got a large stack of papers. You're reading the decision right now.
I confess I haven't gotten to the dissents.
What page are you on?
Okay, no.
She's many pages into it.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth. I think I made it through the per curiam.
Okay, so what do we know about this case? Okay. I mean, what does this mean?
So this is the same case. Remember in April at 1 in the morning, the Supreme Court issued an order. I don't ever remember a Supreme Court order coming at 1 in the morning saying that you can't deport these Venezuelans without due process. Due process meaning, notice, an opportunity to be heard. And it turns out, the Supreme Court found out, and also the plaintiffs, who are the Venezuelans, some who are in custody, about 5 of them, that what they were doing is, instead of real notice, they were being told, yeah, you have a right to an appeal or whatever. But that was it. They weren't telling them in English. They were telling them in English. They weren't telling them in their native language how they would go about it. So you have notice. How much notice do you have? In order to file a writ of habeas corpus, you need to get a lawyer usually. So how much notice do you have to do this? They weren't giving them that. They weren't telling them the way that they could protest their removal. And so the Supreme Court now says, wait, you have to give them due process. They have to be told and given an opportunity. But how much notice? We don't know. So that should be decided by a lower court who's like on the ground where they are.